everyone. Ooh. Hi everyone. Um, I'll go switch over to the camera. Oh, well, we're already here. Hi everyone. I'm a little bit late starting, about 10 minutes late than I wanted to. My appointment went a little bit long. It was for 10 and I ended up not getting out until 11:30. So, yeah, it was a bit of a rush to get back, but we're here and we're going to start doing the colors. So I'm just gonna get some music going here. What am I feeling? What am I feeling for music today? I know you guys can't hear it, as we've discovered. One of these days I'll figure out how to do that, but I think I'm gonna listen to some Breath of the Wild music. Because the background music for Breath of the Wild is very chill, and I enjoy it. There we go. Beautiful Breath of the Wild music. That's an hour long, so it's perfect for the stream. Okay, so we are starting this now. Just making sure everything, all the settings look right. They seem like they are. Um, Turn on music a little bit, and everything's working on this end. I have a green saying that my voice can be heard, which is good. I would like to finish this fan art, and then I'm going to not today, but I'm going to finish this fan art soon. And then I'd like to play some games for the next stream, possibly on Wednesday. We'll see how far we get on this fan art. But yes, I would like to start doing some gaming on here too, some chill gaming. I mentioned that last time, but I downloaded all these other ones, so very excited to try them. Okay, so let's get back. Let's get to the drawing. Okay, so I got some new references here just to color pick from because Frieren's hair is a very specific color, kind of like a silvery white. And I want to pick their colors in normal lighting, and then I'm going to color adjust or light adjust to whatever background I put in it. So, okay. So here we go. Got my eyedropper tool. Zoom in. And we get to do the fun filling part. It's always fun to fill. I love filling. Okay. So what we're going to do is I learned this from Drawfee. And Drawfee is great. Highly recommend Drawfee. It's going to make a new layer. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this one. I'm going to increase 1 pixel, the selection size. So if you can see that, I don't know if you can pick it up on the live stream. You can see that's a little bit overlapping it now. And then I'm going to jump to the color layer, and then I'm going to fill. And I'm going to put the color layer below the line art layer. And there you go. You've got a color layer, and it should fill up any little holes that just filling it straight would do. So it's kind of nice. It's a cool little technique that I learned from Drawfee. So again, I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to rename my layers actually. Oh, that's not how you do it. There we go. So this is going to be the line art. I can spelling. Okay. And then this is going to be the colors, just so I don't get these mixed up. Perfect. You notice I put a U in the word colors in case any of you notice that I am Canadian. So I put the U in the word colors. No judgment to you if you don't. That's just what Canadians do. Okay, so we're going to select the line art, increase the size by 1 pixel, and then go to the next layer and then fill it. Perfect. And then we just keep doing that. Just make sure we're switching between the correct layers. Oh, cancel that. Selection, increase it by 1 pixel. And then go to colors and fill it. There. Oh, we missed a couple of spots here. Why is that, I wonder? No? Okay, well, we can make that work. Okay, so line art, selection, increase by 1, Because I don't like it when you have to go back and fill in those little spots that get missed, and this is just a nice way to do that. Again, not a professional artist. This is just a little trick that I learned from watching Drawfee, which I highly recommend. It's a very good YouTube channel. Very fun for artists. And then switch the colors, fill. And then go back to line art. Oh, section, increase by 1. Okay, go to the colors, fill. Okay. And at this point, I'm just going to make sure I haven't done any on the wrong. Yes, I did do that one on the wrong side or wrong spot. Okay, so see, this is the only thing is you got to really pay attention to what you're doing when you're doing this. Just going to go back, undo a whole bunch to fix these spots that I missed. Okay, and then did I get them all? Yes. Sorry, to cat hair on my thing. Okay, so line art, select, increase by 1. Yep, fill, or go to colors, fill. Same thing, go to line art, select, go, increase by 1, fill. Okay, I'm gonna stop saying my steps now, because you guys don't need to listen to that constantly. But it's just it is a cool system, and it does work very well. Here we go. Okay, good. So that's Frieren's hair done. Oh, eyebrows. Now for these ones, do I need to do my little system? Yes, I do. And then we are going to go to colors and fill it. Nope. Make sure I'm on the line art layer. Okay. So there's her eyebrows done. Okay, perfect. Now we're going to do her skin color. She's very light skinned. So we're just going to grab that. And then make sure we're on the line out layer. Good. Then we're going to increase it by 1. And then switch to colors and fill it. And this is where me having the lines around the eyes, I'm going to go in and erase that later. Just because I don't want the lines around the eyes for now. But, oh, I did miss a part on her hair. Okay, I see it now. I missed a part. Oop. But coloring is always the fun part to do, I find. I like the coloring part. Line art's fun too, but coloring is just satisfying because you get to fill in all these shapes. Oh, that's where, see, if I missed that part, this is what I should have done ahead of time. I should have made the background a different color. So I'm going to do that after I fill in this one spot. There we go. Okay, so before I get going too much crazy, I'm going to add a layer. And it's going to move down here. And that's going to be the background. And I'm going to fill it with let's make it like a, here, I'll pick one of these funky colors over here that are really cool. Let's do this nice turquoisey color, or this pinky gray here. Yeah, that works. And I'm going to fill the background with it. And that'll make it so I won't miss any sections, which is nice when I'm doing my color fills. Okay. And so we're going to do the line art. I'm going to keep selecting and filling. Zoom in so I can get all the details here. Increase by 1. I love how I have my YouTube turned down like as far as possible and it's still so loud. I might as well, I'm going to turn my volume of my computer down a little bit. It's at 50%, so I just don't. Everything has to be so loud for my computer. Okay, so increase by 1. And then go to colors. Oh, I have to color pick. Frieren. Ooh. This is not the best color for her eyes. I'm going to pick this color. It's not exactly her eye color, but I will fix that later. Because I know she does have these beautiful green eyes. So, and if it's not exactly correct later, I will correct it. But and I'm going to be filling in the white of her eyes currently, but I will be adding that in again later. I'm going to go over this line art and just kind of clean everything up. And I will add the white in her eyes at that point. There we go. Oh, line art. Increase. See, even I'm forgetting my steps here. There we go. Perfect. Okay. And I'll erase this line here. Okay. We got her skin. Oh, we need the whites of her eyes, which are not going to be white. Let's use mob here. What's mob? It's kind of a gray. Still white though, just a little. And then Frierens. The picture has become a little pixelated on the Frieren picture. I realized a little late that, oh yeah, I would need her eye color, but that's okay. Okay, so we are one of these days I'll pick it from the right earlier in the first place. Increase by 1, go to colors and fill. Doot. I think I do want to make it a little bit of a brighter white, actually. Personally. Can I just do it quick? Will it affect everything? Nope. Okay. Nice. Okay, get some skin. Where's the skin color here? There we go. Select that ear. Increase it by 1. Go to the colors, check everything, make sure everything's working correctly. Good, good. Okay. And then go to colors and fill. And I'm just setting up the base color, the flat colors. 1 second. I have a tickle in my throat. Just when you think you are not sick anymore. There. I like how my VTuber picked that up, but the sound didn't pick it up. Interesting. Okay, perfect. So we are going back to the picture now. Select, increase by 1, colors, fill. Yeah, so I hope everyone is doing okay out there. It's a little bit of a scary situation right now in the world, and I know that's not good for people. I wish it wasn't the way it was, but I feel like it's never a totally cool situation out there these days. But I hope everyone's staying safe and taking care of themselves. That's the main thing. That's all you can do nowadays. But I hope everyone's having, you know, doing all right, hanging in there. And yeah, I am also doing all right and hanging in there. Doctor's appointment went fine, thankfully. Nothing bad going on there, so that's good. It's always good when you go to the doctor's appointment and they have nothing bad to tell you. There, I think that is her ear done. Looks like I got all the spots. Okay, other side. Woo, excitement. This is a little bit of more of a slow way to do it, but it does make it so it does fill in all those little corners that don't get filled in with the normal fill. And I think that's kind of cool. Okay, and it's working for me. Oh, see, I did it the wrong order there. Yeah. When I was talking about anime, fantasy anime that I've been really enjoying, I completely forgot that me and my husband watched Delicious in Dungeon, Dungeon Meshi, which is also a very good anime. Nothing against isekai anime. There just isn't a lot of isekai anime out there, and not a whole lot of just fantasy anime. So it's nice to see some fantasy anime getting popular and getting some love because I love fantasy. Um, I've read predominantly fantasy books and play predominantly fantasy video games and board tabletop games. Uh, so I do enjoy fantasy anime. So it's nice to have. But yeah, nothing wrong with isekai. Isekai is also fun. It's just it's different. It's not exactly the same. Some of my favorite isekai anime that I watched as a kid were Vision of Escaflowne, which was just called Escaflowne when I was a kid, and it was edited all to crap, but it still had an impact on my life. And Digimon, really love Digimon. It's an isekai anime. At least the first season. I don't. Do the other seasons count as isekai? I don't. Some of them do, but the first season especially is the one. Favorite character, Joe Keto. I love Joe. Um, he's a. I related to him a lot as an anxious child, and the one who felt like they had to take care of everybody. So, uh, yeah. So we are. But yeah, I haven't watched a lot of the recent isekai, not because I don't like any of it. It's just me and my husband kind of have to pick and choose what we can watch together because there's only so many hours in the day where you can watch a show with your significant other. And yeah, but I think I said last time the one we're currently watching is The Great Pretender, which has been enjoyable so far. It's definitely an interesting one. Uh, I love, speaking of art, the backgrounds in The Great Pretender are beautiful. Uh, Highly recommend it just if you just like art because the backgrounds look fantastic in it. One of these days, I'll remember to switch to the correct layer. Okay. No, today it will not be that day. Today will not be that day. There we go. Okay, so we got Freeren's skin done here. Or, well, the skin on her face done. Uh, she's coming together pretty good, I think. Now we're moving on to her outfit, which is white. Gonna get the biggest chunks of the outfit done first, and then I'll move into the more detailed chunks. But these ones will be fun because they are big and easy to do. Oh, it's so nice when a big section of color drops in. It's fantastic. It's a fantastic feeling. Okay, so we're doing this part. Okay, and then okay. The only thing I'm not sure is why it's leaving out chunks, but it is an easily fixed situation, so I'm not going to complain about that because it is easily fixed. Um, Perfect. Okay. Oh, we got this section here and her sleeves. Yeah, Freeman has a lot of off-white coloring going on in her style, at least on the top half of her. She's got, which I guess is what makes the black and white on her shirt stand out so much, and her green eyes stand out so much, is that she is a very not monochrome, but a very off-white. She has a lot of off-white in her character design. Uh, but yeah, I the pops of red on the jewels on her outfit, the gold trim, and the black and white striped t-shirt, and her earrings that are like this red. Oh, speaking of, I gotta get those earrings, those beautiful earrings. Yes, I didn't even notice I had missed them. And they're like a red color. They're not they're, this picture great for her colors except for the details because if you zoom in it's too hard to see. So we're gonna do that and we're gonna zoom in. We're gonna get this. Nope. We're gonna get this with the line art and do the expansion. Domain expansion. We're gonna get a nice deep red color. I'm on the colors. Yep, there we go. Okay, that may not be the exact color, but I like it. But it makes those little pops of color in her design stand out so nice because she has a lot of this off-white different colors in her colors. In my opinion, I don't know any like I'm not claiming to know anything about color theory. Uh, I never went to school for art, but for me, it draws attention to those details where she's got that little bit of red popping out. Yeah, and I'm just gonna I noticed a couple of spots where I went back and fixed a couple of issues off stream because it took me a long time and I didn't want to have to make people sit through it. So I'm just gonna go in while I'm here and fix some of these spots that like there's a little bit of a little spot there that I want to fix. There we go. Maybe fix because her neck would be a bit wider because she's wearing clothes like that. Just a couple of touch ups while I'm noticing them in this spot here, just to make this, and here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, just double checking the red on her red spots. Yep. Okay, perfect. And yeah, okay. Good, good, good. Perfect. Just kind of touched up. I'll probably have to touch up a few spots here and there because I did go through and try and fix. I just noticed another one. Ah, this is the time when we notice our issues, our mistakes. That, and then switch to the black. There we go. Just kind of touching up a couple of spots here and there. When you think you're done, you're never done. You're never fully done. There's always things you can fix that you notice later. There we go. But yeah, I don't know if that's like besides Frieren just being an awesome character, her character design. I don't know if that's what makes it so memorable, but the the fact that she has kind of an off-white color palette for most of her outfit and then just has these pops of color in spots is very striking, in my opinion. Okay, so we're on the liner. So this is going to be white as well. Nope, helps if I select the right one. And then colors, fill. And it's nice because it means if I do it this way, I don't have to constantly switch away from the magic wand. I just click it, do the expand by 1 pixel, switch to colors, fill, and I can stay on the uh, the the magic wand selector the whole time. Okay, now for her neck, it's what black and gold. Okay, perfect. Okay, and then her shirt. Oh, this is skin. Let's get that skin color again because this is skin here. I just realized. Get the magic wand. No, get the magic wand on the liner layer. Hmm. Things I wish I remembered to do. There we go. And then the shirt starts. Okay. And then we have selection. Does it start black or does it start white? It starts white. Okay. More white. Okay. And then okay. And then the colors. Fill. No, not skin, Morgan. Not the skin color. Undo, please. We want the white. Fill. Thank you. And then this is going to be black, but not fully black because I still want the line art to show up a little bit. So I want it to be a very dark gray, like it is in the picture. We'll just color select right there. It's kind of like a very dark purple gray, actually, which is neat. Um, okay. Very faded out purple. So, expand, switch to colors. Fill, and then expand by 1, switch to color, fill. Yeah, I know I'm always saying like, yeah, I'm not a professional artist, I'm an amateur teaching myself, blah blah blah. But I do hope that people like seeing artists kind of learning how what they're doing. Not just for me, for I'm not planning on getting popular doing this. This is just a creative outlet for me. Uh, but I'm hoping that people not necessarily enjoy it, but don't mind watching like someone who's kind of teaching themselves how to do things. Would this part be black? No, I think it would be white. Okay, let's do all these whites then. Okay, and then we will, on the line art, select, expand by 1, and fill. Because, yeah, I enjoy watching art progress. I think it's kind of interesting. Like I said, I watched Drawfee, and obviously I've been watching them. I've been watching them for a long time since they used to be in College Humor, and before that, um, since Caldwell was on it. Um, and I love watching how they've changed over the time they've been doing it, how their styles have changed, how they try new things, and it's very inspiring to me. Obviously, they were professional artists before they started doing uh Drawfee. Like that's how they got the job was they were artists. But even when you're a professional artist, you can still improve and learn new things, and I think that's really cool. Okay, we'll do this. Well, this on the liner layer, rar. Okay, and then colors, fill. There, and then this is gold, that's red. Uh, this would be white from the back of her cloak. Probably more of a shadow, though. So I will actually color pick from the shadow on her outfit here. Oh no, I like to do that. There we go. I like to hit the turn instead of the zoom in function. Okay, let's grab there. Let's grab this shadow because I know that this part will be in shadow. I'm kind of jumping to a different color right now, but just because I don't want to forget to color that part in. There. So that will be in shadow back there. Okay. And then we've got some more skin where her hands are. Oh, Breath of the Wild has such pretty music. Um, haven't yet played this game because I just got a Switch and I haven't got a chance to get the Breath of the Wild games yet or the other Tears of the Kingdom. Um, I was very bad. I'm still am quite bad at video games, which when I play video games, you will see. So I would usually watch my friends play as a kid and watch them do well, or I would just, you know, I wouldn't do it myself, is what I'm trying to say. I'd just have my friends do it and I'd watch them. And there were frequent times where I asked my best friend to, I would get so far in Ocarina of Time as a kid. And then I'd get to the Shadow Temple, and the Shadow Temple was really hard for me to do because I had trouble with the hover boots because they're kind of slippery. And I would ask her to beat the Shadow Temple for me, and then she would just beat the Spirit Temple for me as well, which I always appreciated because I wasn't good. I don't know if it was just my reaction time or what, but I struggled a lot with that, and I loved playing those games. I just wasn't very good, and she was always happy to help. As long as we didn't live in the same house, obviously, she had to when she was visiting, but she'd always beat those levels for me. So there's a little ribbon on her staff. Okay, okay, okay. We're making progress, people. Progress is happening. Um, is her belt the same color? Oh, actually, her undershirt. I guess the shirt just. She definitely has. Interesting. I never really thought about it, but okay. So I'm gonna cheat a little. Don't mind me. I'm gonna cheat a little on the line art. I'm just gonna go across here. Do, 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 do. Whoa, there we go. There's the top of her shirt. A crazy. Oh, I should. Except I did the wrong friggin' color because I want it to be the same color as this part. Um, yeah, all good. It's just gonna be the line art layer. There we go. It looks great. Looks like it was intended. Woo. Okay, so we are still doing our system here. We're color picking. Note to self for future. If I'm going to do this thing where I'm color picking from a picture, maybe pick a picture that is good enough close up that I don't have to, you know, that it doesn't get so pixelated. I can get the details of the color details at least correct, but I'm just gonna have to use my imagination. Um, okay, and then one, and then we're gonna fill there. Little leggings. They're very cute. Oh, we can do under her skirt here too for this color. Okay. There we go. For the shadow under her skirt because it's being lifted up. Oh yeah, I did a little bit of a whatchamacallit, not a blend. Liquify. I did a little bit of liquify on her shirt just to give it, or her dress just to give it a little bit more movement. So that's why it looks completely different. But anything I did between sessions is still in the speed paint. So you will see in the speed paint, I just didn't want to spend a whole session just or whole stream just fixing her feet and fixing Mob's hand and fixing all that because I didn't really want to make people sit through that. So I did off stream because all in all, it took about an hour just doing that. And I don't think that's very interesting for people to watch. Not that I'm claiming anything of this is interesting, but that especially is very, and I wasn't making any conversation doing it. I was just doing it. So I didn't want to really inflict that on people. So I just kind of skipped that part. And so that I could move to the more fun part of doing the the rest of it. So I know in this picture her shirt and her belt are the same color, but I'm going to bring the color of the leggings up here and color match them to the belt, just to give the belt kind of a matching color down there. So we are going to select the belt. No, you're going to select the line art of the belt, increase it by 1, and then go to colors and fill it. Go to colors and fill. Yay, I've done a several without forgetting to switch. Look at me. Learning. Look at me learning. Okay. And so we did that. Looking good, looking good. Uh I'm just looking at her sleeves and I think I did her sleeves wrong. I think I did her sleeves wrong. Hmm. I definitely did her sleeves wrong. Okay, well, that's fine. I'm glad I caught it now and not after I was done everything. I will fix that in a second, but right now I'm going to focus on finishing what I'm doing, which is filling, and then I will fix the sleeves. Okay, so we've done the white. Uh, the gold is next. And then the boots. Do the boots. There. I just warmed up the color of the boots a slight bit just because I don't want the fact that this picture is kind of small and pixelated. I just want to make the color a little bit more rich. So that's just a personal thing. It doesn't. I'm not trying to make the colors exactly right. I just wanted to be recognizable as Frieren mostly. Uh, so it doesn't matter to me if the colors are exact matches. I mostly just want it to look nice. So I just moved it a little bit more into the red uh, to warm up the color a tiny bit. And you guys may think it looks terrible, and it possibly will. That's how we learn. Okay. Oh, and then there's her tiny, tiny, tiny little heel. Oh, it's so small. It's the smallest little spot in the world. But we're going to fill it. We're filling it. There we go. I didn't even bother doing the expansion there. Ah, see, even with the expansion, though, there's a couple of spots here that got missed. So we're just going to color those in. And we're going to fix this heel a little bit. There we go. This is just a There we go. Perfect. Okay. And then we're on line art already. We're going to expand it by 1. We're going to go to colors and make sure I have the right color. We're going to fill. Okay. Ah. Perfect. There, that's that boot done. First boot done. Second boot incoming. Cancel. Yes. No, I'm at the right spot. And then we're going to fill. Get in my system without, oh, except I filled on the wrong layer. Oh, there we go. There we go. I'm not trying to transform. I'm trying to fill. Thank you. Okay. And then colors. Okay. And perfect. Good thing I'm someone who talks to herself a lot to do this, because I do. I talk to myself constantly. I have ADHD, which I talk to myself a lot to keep myself on task or to remind myself what I'm doing, because sometimes I can just forget in the middle of a task what the heck I'm supposed to be doing. So I do talk to myself a lot, but it does make doing this kind of thing a little bit easier. Okay, we're going to expand by 1. We're going to switch to colors. We're going to fill. Nope. We're going to make sure we're on the line art layer for the millionth time. Okay. Stressful. No, it's not stressful. Actually, this part's very soothing to do. I don't usually talk my way through it. Okay. I believe that's all the parts that are brown. Okay. So we've got her staff. Just realized she doesn't have her staff in this picture. Well, I'll get that later. Maybe I'll get lucky and the same color as the boots. I don't know. Okay. So now it's the more finicky elements. So I'm gonna do the red dots, because I like them. I like the red dots. I think it's cool that she has all these little red jewels all over her. Just here and there and everywhere. Okay, and then we've got another one here. Okay, we'll come back to you because you're being annoying. Okay, increase by 1. Fill. Okay, line art. Zoom in because this is a very small spot here. There we go. Okay. And there, expand by 1. Switch to colors, fill. Beautiful. And then me just looking at this to decide whether I like it or not. I think I'm just going to touch up this a teensy bit, and just make it more straight across like that. And just do a couple little erases just to clean it up here a bit too. There. And then just, whoa, she did a whole flip. She did a whole flip, guys. I hope that doesn't show up in the speed draw. Just randomly the whole thing flips like crazy. Okay, let me just check her neckline here. Okay, so the whole thing is one piece. So this is actually attached here. And this is attached here. Like that. That looks better. That looks more like how it's supposed to look. Aha. And then this is like that. Perfect. Beautiful. Love it. Okay. Awesome. Okay, so we're going to get this color again. Crease by 1. Then we're going to go back to filling. Back to the fill. Okay. Oh, there's another jewel. No. Always the wrong layer. Always the wrong layer for me. Okay. The jewel is not on the top of her staff, I believe. I do not believe the jewel is on the top of her staff. I believe it is just wood on the top of her staff. The easiest way, which would be just look up reference, Morgan, make it easier for yourself, like a normal person. Like a normal person. Okay. Frieren. Oh, God. Spelling Frieren sometimes. I know how it's spelled. It's spelled like French fries without the S, and then Ren. Okay. Well, I got the ribbon color on the staff correct, so I'm happy about that. It's like, it's not quite as red as the jewel. It's more like a maroon. And the staff is maroon too, but in the image I have, you're not seeing the staff. Because she's shotgunning it. She's doing the free run shotgun. No, but the top of the staff is just wood, and it is a lighter wood. Oh, it's gold, actually. Oh, never mind. Sorry, I'm looking at fan art. It's gold. Okay. Awesome sauce. So it matches. Okay, red, and gold, and then the kind of darker color. And then green in the eyes. Nice. Okay. Yes. So gold staff. Gold staff. Okay. So it matches the gold of her outfit. I don't think it's actually gold. I think it's more like a just making sure all this gold is coming out the correct color. Okay. I don't know if her staff is actually gold or if it's just a gold colored wood, but it does match the gold of the rest of her outfit. So you know, when you do the same thing over and over again, you're like, I can't possibly do the same thing wrong again, right? No, you can. You can keep doing the same thing wrong a million times. It's annoying. It would be great if we could learn from our mistakes, but we cannot. I already need to do it there. Okay. Good. Staff is gold. Trim of dress is gold. Dress trim is gold. Okay. And colors, fill. Line art. Oh, it's starting to look like Frieren now, everybody. We're getting some Frieren. Okay. And then colors, fill. Line art. And I'm starting to remember to select. Oh, not that part. Not that part, please. I love that red. Jewel, don't take it away. Okay. And then Colors, fill, deselect, line art. Expand, okay. Colors, fill, deselect, line art. It doesn't help that my brain cannot remember too many. That's like the maximum number of tasks my brain can remember in order. But I'm not. It's looking good. It's looking good. I'm happy with it. Now, keep in mind, this looks shorter. In my opinion, it's looking shorter because it's going back behind her as she's lifting up her cape. I don't know if that works, but that's what I'm going with. Oh, goodness. The sleeve is wrong. The sleeve is wrong. It's like a thick arm. It's like a thick part and then a thin white part. Thick gold, thin white. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna bug me if I don't fix it. It's gonna bug me if I don't fix it. Okay. Line art. Let's do some fixing. So this is the thick gold part. At least the benefit with digital art is once you start the coloring process, you can go back and fix it as much as you want. Okay, and then a line here. That's the thin white, and then a thin gold strap here. The good news is I already did the white. There. Okay. Fill. Oh, we switched the gold. Please switch the gold. Please remember to switch to the gold. Fill. Deselect. Line art. Okay. Increase by 1. Fill. Deselect. Line art. And then this strap, that's the big part. No. Can I get away with just doing this one time without doing the increase by 1? It is very handy. Just wonder if I can get away with it for a couple of sections. Okay. Do I have shadows of the gold to pull? Yes, yes, there is a shadow for the gold. There we go. And this is just so I don't forget. And I can pick from these. Oh, God. I can pick from these colors later to do the shadows. Okay, and then doot. No. Every time. Every time. I love Clip Studio Paint. I love it. I just get mad at myself. Okay. So, select. Okay, so there's the shadow of the gold under the arms. Okay, and then this line, we're going to be on the line art again, and I'm going to, oh, that's not how you do that, Morgan. You erase. You erase. So that's just going to be like that. That's going to be the gold part there, and then there. Oh, it's kind of important to remember this part as well. Colors. Fill. No, it's the dark. It's the dark gold. I don't want the dark gold. Let's whoop. And then fill. Okay. That still works. Okay. Nope. Sometimes I get lucky. Sometimes I get lucky with my selection. Okay. Increase by 1. Select the colors. Fill. Deselect. Line art. Doot. Increase by 1. I love how I'm almost up to an hour in time and I'm just coloring Frieren. I can see why this takes so long for some people, and my art isn't even that fancy. But that's the way it is. And I could do it a faster way, but I'd have to go in and it wouldn't be faster. It would be the same amount of time because I'd be going in and I'd like be fixing all the spots that the pixels missed. So it really wouldn't be any less time, is the thing. Okay. Oh, and God, the belt, I'm just going to make the belt this silver color just to make it simple. Yeah, her belt's just silver. Just silver, nice and simple. Increase by 1. Switch to the colors. Fill. And I'm just going to go and touch this up a teensy bit. I don't know if that's allowed or not to do it after the fact over the line art. It's probably going to mess me up later. I don't know. There. Okay. Did I get everything? Yes. The only thing I haven't gotten is the lining on the capelet and the lining on her dress. Okay. We're going to get Frieren flats done today. Woohoo. You know what? I'm thinking just going in and doing it myself for this part because it's such a small space may be better. As long as I just stay in the lines. Just don't go into the white. Very exciting. Well, I think it's kind of exciting. There. Just because magic or whatchamacallit, magic wanding each of these sections is going to take a long time. And I just got to make sure I actually fully fill in each spot and don't go into any of the other color sections. And I'm on the color layer, so I'm not going to go cover up my line art accidentally, which is nice. Working. Woo. This is kind of fun too. This is like color book or coloring in a coloring book. Oh, guys, it looks like Frieren. I'm so excited. I don't think, I'm not saying it's a good version of Frieren, but I am saying it looks like Frieren, and I'll take it. I'll friggin' take it. I'll freaking take it. Okay. And I'm going to make the background a little bit of a brighter color, actually. I was kind of worried that it would make the colors look funky, but I also want to make sure I haven't forgot to fill in any spots. Filling in. Yay! And I can do the same to the dress. Okay, before we get anywhere, let's fill this in with a darker color. Not black. Julia Androffi does bright spankin' red, so let's do that. Oh, wait, I don't want to. Okay, no other colors that are in the background. Let's do blue. Dark blue. Aha! Okay, besides the trim on the dress, which is, I knew about that, that's great. Okay, let's get this. And we're just going to do this section. I'm going to make my brush size just a bit bigger. Oh, too big. Too big. I don't want to accidentally go outside of my lines. Coloring. See, this part's fun. I like coloring. I like filling and coloring. They're both very fun to do in different ways. See, I'm just making sure I get all these little pixels. Because I think this was before I was using the anti-aliasing brush. So it's I was using the not anti-alias brush. The aliased brush? I don't know. The one that has the pixels are more visible. It's less smooth, I guess. Coloring. Yeah, and I found out that when you do, because I've never used the feature before, when you do a Clip Studio Art time lapse, it does the whole thing. I thought it would pause between sessions, so I was like uploading a speed paint each session and being like, oh, this is how far I got today. And then the second one, I was like, oh, it's doing it from the beginning again. Whoopsies. So I am going to wait till I do the whole thing before I post another speed paint because I paused it and then I started again. So I'm going to wait till I get the rest of it done before I put up the next one. Because I don't want to like constantly be editing the parts out that I've already posted. So that was just a me thing. I, for some reason, thought it would pause between sessions, but it doesn't. It does it from the beginning to the end, which makes way more sense. And then cuts out your pauses, which makes way more sense. Oh, there it is. Okay. And then I'm just gonna get this on the liner. There. Okay, we've got Freeren's flats done. Guys, we got Freeren's flats done. She looks good. Can I zoom out a bit? I'm keeping these here. Okay, well, do I need this picture anymore? We'll close it for now. I need mobs because I need to color pick for him. But whew, Frieren looks pretty good. I'm not mad about that. Okay. Well, we're going over an hour now, but Mob has less color going on in his, and I kind of just want to finish the flats. And then I'll feel like I did it. I did a cool thing. So I'm going to finish Mob's flats, and then I'm going to pause it for today. So I'm going a little bit over time today. Oh, not that too far time. It's just an hour now because I started late. So, okay. So I'm just going to do Mob's flat super quick. He has less details than Frieren, so it shouldn't take us long. Okay. Let's get back into it. I think, okay. I think this is underlighting. So I think the actual color for his stuff is going to be this. Like his hair and his clothes are the exact same color. Oh, no, they aren't. His hair is a little lighter. Okay. So actually, maybe this shadow and this shadow are very similar colors. So actually, maybe this. I guess it just depends for me. Me seriously thinking if I want to do it, the flat color is the dark or the flat color is the light. I'm more used to doing the light flat color and then doing the shadow after the fact. So I'm going to stick to the light colors, is my final decision. Okay. Even though it makes his hair look gray, it's fine. It won't once I do the shading. Okay. Yeah. But the thing with Mob is he has not as much color. Um, Also, incredibly pale boy, just like Freeren. Freeren's an elf, though. Mob's just an indoor kid. He gets better. He does more outside as the show goes on, but he never really loses his pale complexion, despite him spending much more time outside. Which they'd have to redraw him. I kind of understand that. Increase by 1. Okay. Colors fill. I can kind of see why they didn't want to, but it wouldn't hurt to give him a little bit of a tan while he was out doing his activities. Trying to be vague in case anybody watches this show and just be activities. Okay. Um Color selected that. Increased. Okay. It's being so stubborn. No. Hmm. Actually, it might be okay. No. Okay. Ear. No. Okay. So back to the liner. I got away with it for a few things there. Built it on the wrong spot. My music's done. Oh noes. That's okay. I'm wrapping it up soon. I just realized Mob's one pupil is a different shape than his other pupil. That's something I'll fix. I'll fix that at some point before I finish up the drawing. That's very funny. I didn't notice that until now. Oh, and we're gonna zoom in. And we're gonna zoom in to make sure I get all the edges. Okay. Oh, and we're gonna do his neck here too while I'm here. Just so I don't have to color select that. Okay. Make sure you get all the edges. There we go. Okay. And then his mouth. His mouth. There we go. It's kind of a I'm gonna add a little teensy bit more color to it. There we go. Just for me. Just for me. Because again, I'm don't want the pixelation to be affecting it. Okay. Mob, your poor little eyes. Oh god, not brown. Imagine he would have beautiful I could give him beautiful brown eyes. Okay. There. Now his pupils look more even. He's looking at the camera now. Oh, actually. This one's a little bit of skill. Let's just move that slightly this way. There. Now it looks like he's more looking at the camera. I'm going to erase that spot. Oh, and we have a pixel. We have a pixel on the colors that's uncovered. There we go. Okay. Line art selection. We got to make his eyes actually white. We'll just choose from Frieren's color here. Okay. Increase by 1. Okay. Colors fill. There, that looks better. No, I did the same thing again. Every time. By 1. Colors fill. And then doot. Oh, it would be great if I'd stop doing the exact same thing twice. But then I wouldn't be me. I'd be someone else. Okay. Perfect. There. Mob's face with his gray hair. Won't stay gray. It's just currently gray. Okay. So his school uniform. We're going to be on liner. We're going to select the increase by 1. We're going to go colors and we're going to fill. Same here. Sorry. Shouldn't swear. Trying to make this a thing. Maybe not a family-friendly stream, but a stream that younger people can watch. I'm just like frustrated with myself. Okay, the rest I can just color in. Okay. So let's do so. Let's get in there. Let's get into it. I do like having the, oh, I see a stray pixel. And here, and then here. A couple of stray pixels here. Got to clean up on the line art. Right there, right there. Okay. Down by his feet. 1 foot is good. This foot needs some fixing up. I do love the line art being on a different layer. Well, it should always be on a different layer, but I said in one of my other previous streams, I didn't used to do that, and I caused myself a lot of grief that I regret. But that's how you learn, is by making horrible time-consuming mistakes. Okay. So there we are. And now just his sleeve. And then I'll have to do his hand. Okay. Oh, and then the other part of his sleeve. Gotta stop hitting my the mouthpiece on my headset. I apologize if it makes a bump noise. Every once in a while. That's me hitting the mouthpiece. Golden buttons. Well, yellow buttons. Can I get away with just doing this? Because it's nope. Oh yeah, because it's not touching. I see. That is why I could get away with that one, but not that one. Okay. Fill. No. 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 Never. Always with the thing. Colors. Fill. Doot. You gotta learn to love yourself and all the silly things you do. Oh, that's just a new one. That's a new one. Okay. Back here. Okay. And colors, fill. Okay. And then I'm just going to do the same thing I did over there with this, but with the make his silver as well, just to make it easy on myself because his belt buckle probably would be silver. They both wear belt buckles. They have that in common too. Okay. Oh, yes, his hand and his shirt. His white undershirt. I am just going to color these in just to make it easy on myself with the selection tool and the fact that I like to mess it up on myself all the time. There we go. And then the top of his shirt. Actually, I don't know if it's undershirt. I think it's just a border on his uniform. But whatever it is, it's white. So we're getting it. Whatever it is, it's white. So we're gonna get it. Some stray pixels. That'll fix on the liner. There we go. Oop. File. Save it. Don't forget to save. Okay. This hand. This is why I cut out some time. I'm pretty proud of this hand the way it turned out. It's not perfect. I don't do hands very often, just like a lot of artists don't do hands very often because they can be very hard to do, very painful. But I'm proud for my ability. I am proud of this hand. I think it turned out pretty good. Oh, I wish you would. No. Oh, would it be easier just for me to color this hand because it's not really selecting? Yeah. Yes, it would. Make it easier on yourself, Morgan. Just make sure you get every pixel. But yeah, hands, don't do them very often. Took me a long time to get it to this level. I don't, it's not perfect, but for my ability, I'm kind of proud of it. It gives what I'm trying to give. Okay, and I'm just gonna again. I've got these A couple of stray pixels around, so I'm just going to fix them up while I am here. There. Back to this, back to colors. Brush a little bit bigger. Yeah, and I tried to copy the picture, or not copy, but reference the hand that Mob is making in the picture. But I couldn't quite get it to look correctly, and I don't know if it's just my inability or the fact that Mob Psycho has a different, more gritty art style. Um, but I just couldn't get it to look right. It always looked like his hand was kind of messed up. So I had to look up a hand online and reference that. And I did eventually find a picture of a hand that was a stock photo making a similar shape, like hands out, fingers outstretched towards camera. And it looked enough close to the way I wanted it to once I finished it that I kept it. Could it be better? Of course. But like I said, for someone who doesn't draw hands very often, I'm not upset with this hand. I think it turned out okay. And then we've got his shoes, which are white and gray. So I'm just gonna color pick from Frieren, make it easy on myself. Just colored in myself. Oh, but see, then that happens, and I don't like that. I don't like it going outside the lines. Okay. Okay. And then, ooh. Oh, Mob's over here somewhere. There he is. And then it's like a light gray and a dark gray. But I'm going to do this shoe first. Nope. And his shoelaces are white as well. But just so that it's not a big sea of white, I think I'm going to make it the same gray as the bottom of his shoes. Just because I want to have a little bit of contrast not contrast, just a different. So, like I said, it's not a sea of gray. Oh. Okay. Okay. And I'm on the colors. Yes. Always make sure you're on the color layer. Make this smaller. Too small. Make it smaller. Too small. Okay. Here's a shoelace. Knot. And the details for the Mob Psycho art are they like to keep it vague. And I respect that. So I did too. Because it's going to be a little bit more my style, but I want to keep it kind of looking like the Mob Psycho's art style. So, and I can always add details later if I want to. Okay. And then this section of the foot is the same as this part down here. Make sure I get all the pixels covered. There. Okay, and then we're going over to the other foot to do these shoelaces. And yeah, like things like the shoelaces in the Mob Psycho art style, they just kind of put a blob. And it's like there's a shoelace, and then like the tops of the shoes are just a sketchy, like a blob with some sketches across it. And it's like, yeah, that's how they do details. They just don't spend a whole lot of time on it. And despite the fact that I do want this to look like it is my style, and because of that, I'm going to make sure that this actually line. Ooh, ooh. This line actually makes sense. Because that line wasn't going anywhere. Erase this liner a little bit because I got a little bit over cover. There you go. Just kind of clean this up a little bit in spots. And then we've got this one on the bottom. And then somewhere between this pure white, this very white, and this green or gray, not green, gray, is the front of the shoe. So here we're gonna move it down to there. And it's just like just slightly more taupey than the base shoe, but not quite as dark as the other parts of the shoe. The toe cover part of the shoe. I don't know what parts of shoes are called, but the toe cover part of the shoe is this color. So fixing it. There we go. I hit my mouthpiece again. I am so cool. Okay. The flats are done. Saving. Oh, God. Now it's all the shading and stuff, but that's for future Morgan to worry about. Okay. I'm going to switch back to the stream now. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I hope you have a great day. And if you're not having a great day, I hope your bad day's over with soon. I hope people enjoy these art things. Like I said, I'm going to play some games soon. I'm just trying to get this fan art done. It's taking longer than I thought because I'm talking my way through it. But that's okay. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye!